are Faves.
Welcome to Centtwinz
Reality! To a radio interview with Apabi Malloy.
Yes, at Power FM.
The last time she interviewed us, we were at that
Morning Live?
Yeah,
it was Morning Live.
Sissy, let me quickly go get my drink there in my car.
Okay, cool. So they're here to pick us up, guys. How are you? Hello, this looks so cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh, we powered up today, right? Come, Sissy, let's go.
I'm back.
You got your drink?
Yes.
Or is it our drink?
It's ours. We're going.
We're ready to go.
Alright, let's go. Let's go, my favorite people in the whole wide world.
Twins, the Centtwinz as they call themselves, Innocent and Millicent, have really unleashed their twin power to make a lasting impact in the industry. Please welcome Innocent Sadiki and Millicent Mashile to studio for Power Lunch. Hello,
Yay!
ladies.
What an intro.
I mean, what a duo, of course.
Millicent, Innocent.
That's what I was going to say. That's exactly
You should
what I
have
was
just
gonna
let
say.
you say it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And what's up? How are you guys doing?
We're great.
Yeah.
We just feeling so blessed with everything that has been going on, and we're really just very optimistic for each and every day because we get to live a life of purpose. We get to live a life of destiny. We get to do what we love each and every day, which is what's important. So we've got great peace.
And you've always talked about having purpose in what you do.
100%.
I mean, we all agree that having a through line of something that's greater than just the work or just the fame, that makes a very big difference.
100%.
What informs that? Where does that come from for you?
I think we follow people who really just trigger something in us. I remember the late Dr. Miles Monroe. I actually sent you a video, Millicent, if you look at your Instagram. But anyway, and he spoke about work, and he spoke about a job, and he spoke about the differences between them. And I think for us, with all the books that we read about purpose, it just changed something in me. He said that you should not get a job because a job comes and goes. You need to get work because work is like a gift. That's something that each and every day, whether or not you have the job, you're still doing the work because it's your gift, it's your purpose, it's within you. So you don't even have to be employed by anyone. You'll still be operating in your full capacity, and your gift will continue to manifest itself in the lives of people and fulfill you as an individual too. So you always feel like, I guess, a cup full, which is important because so many people are empty and you're just looking for that one thing to fill you. And we now know that you can have a job and feel empty because the job is not the main thing. It's finding the work that really just increases and expands.
We know you didn't open the Instagram that she sent you, but would you agree with the sentiment?
I 100% agree. 100% agree. And I think also what's in the foundation of all that, I think it's our faith. We are just like such stand Christians, and I think it informs everything that we do. We are believers of really just doing what God has placed us on earth to do. And then it took us a while though to get to this place. I mean, we're confused for some time, for a couple of years. I think it's only now in our 30s where we're like, oh, okay, I think we're at a good place. I mean, we did try working in corporate. My sister was in advertising. I did a little bit of marketing, and even with school, it's a lot.
You didn't like it, or it wasn't a fit?
No, we loved it. We just didn't study what we're meant to study from the word go. So I think me studying marketing just wasted my time a little bit, and then I was confused, and then I did a lot of other stuff. But what I initially wanted to do was to study the arts, was to do motion picture, and then only at 27 I'm like, okay, I think it's time that I go start from scratch and study what I really want to do.
And she did. She was the oldest in her class.
That's amazing.
I mean, obviously innocent. And I did, and I really just enjoyed just being in a journey where I could just feel like I belong, and that I don't have to try too hard, and it was just me. And then we started our own production company, Centtwinz Productions. And we just felt home, and we just felt, oh, finally, I think this is really what we wanted to do. We dropped everything and we focused on just trying to get our foot into the industry, and also just creating work for ourselves without depending on casting directors or, you know, these
auditions and
because that was draining.
It was a battle, and we literally sat down. We have yearly meetings, by the way, so we sat down and we're like, okay, are we going to wait for the auditions? You know, with what we have now, what can we do to make what we do better, and not to wait on anyone. We're like, okay, let's start a YouTube channel, and we started Centtwinz TV, and then within that we're like, what do we really love to do? We enjoy producing, we love producing, so why don't we do it in a smaller scale, that we can use what we have, the cameras we have, the sound that we have, the mics that we have, and do something. And that's exactly what we did. So we started on 0 subscribers. Now we are on like 170,000 subscribers.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you. And we literally just did what we love. We just, you know, produce different shows. We have baby shows, mommy shows, and the list goes on. But that fulfilled us, and also with the
and we employ 3 people.
Wow.
So we finally we finished the hand. So and literally just brought structure to what a lot of people called passion. You know, everything else comes, and we still have everything else, and we appreciate it, and we take every moment as it comes. I remember just this morning when I was on set at Skims, I was just like, I don't know, I've been here for like 8 years, but it still feels like it's my first day.
Really?
I still appreciate it as much. I still value it. I still look at every, you know, like just being on set, drinking that tea, just being in my room. It's just like, Lord, thank you. Do you know? And I was like, that's what's important. When God has opened other avenues or other streams of income for you, you still have to hold on to everything else like it's the last thing that God has given you. And I think that's the critical part about investing in yourself and investing in your craft, is being able to manage all of them so well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you started by talking about how having a spiritual path and having a real rootedness in your spirituality.
And so I wonder if there are moments where you can share with us where you've kind of gone, Aish, I'm choosing this path now. This is no longer we're a Christian family. No. This is my
This is me.
walk.
That's my walk. Yeah, I'm making the decision. So for me, I think for us, we didn't have much of a choice. I think God got us exactly where he needed us, where we didn't have a plan A, B, or C. Like, we had to run to God. We didn't always have it easy. I mean, we had a very like challenging time growing up, and you know, we're raised by grandparents who are so amazing. My grandmother's still alive, by the way. Hopefully she's listening. She can't keep up with us, but so we lost our parents at a young age, so we had to hustle it up. And for us, our strength did come from the fact that we have faith in God. So we literally didn't have a choice. That's the only thing that kept us. So because of that, it made our life so much easier, because we had something to look forward to. And we had hope because of that. We had hope because of that. We're also very content with what we had. So
and what we didn't have as well. We were also content with that.
But why are you fine? You don't have this and this and this. But at the time, it didn't matter, because we were in just such a good place spiritually that all these other things that people think matter didn't matter to us. But what mattered then is still is what matters now.
And it's
you
what
know,
you have.
and it's what we have, and nobody else can take it away from us.
So there's a spirituality, but then there's also a mindset. And if your mindset and your focus is always on the lack, then that's always what you're perpetuating. Who taught you that?
Wow, good question.
I think life taught us that. Life teaches you things that you think, you know, aren't even real. I think us also just having each other and lessons of failure, lessons of I don't know, like I feel like life teaches
really
you
taught
to
us
be strong.
Also
getting
no one is coming to save you.
Getting married at a young age.
But that can turn one person into bitter, negative, you know, feeling victimhood.
And it seems that it's turned you into the other direction of looking at what you have, looking at the positive, and being grateful. So you must have seen that or modeled that, or even if life
to be go.
If you say life taught you that, maybe you were veering towards the other side and realized that it's not helping. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
I think we're never those people who are just like, oh, we are orphans, we are this, we are that, because we just didn't see that system working for other people, and I didn't see people feeling sorry for you getting anybody anywhere. And you know, we share it because we want people to relate, not because we want people to feel sorry for us or to feel
you share your story.
If we share a story, it's just so that people can relate, not that they might you orphans or you whatever, so that people understand that we did not have it easy. This is just context, this is just like our background, but where we are now is because we chose not to run on a narrative that didn't really define us and that didn't really make us. It's part of our journey, but we had to use it to strengthen us instead of taking away from us.
Yeah, we just kept dreaming. We just kept believing it, and we just kept doing it. We live by one motto to just say, just do it. So if she comes up with something like a crazy idea, like she usually does, and then she says, let's do it, we don't procrastinate. We're like, okay, let's do it tomorrow. You know, we had it like in our podcast that we have on our channel. We wanted to have someone, and she says, Sissy, let's do this, let's share our story, things that we've never ever shared before. And then she was like, when are we gonna do it? I was like, let's just do it tomorrow, next week. Just call this person and find out when they're available. And we did it. So we that's just the thing that drives us. Just make it happen. You want to have this, whether you have little or you have much. Nothing stands in your way.
And without people, like, people always feel like other people owe them.
Like entitlement.
You should have got that on camera. You know, she's our triplet. So entitlement. We never had a sense of entitlement for anybody. Not our uncles, not our aunts. We never felt like you should be paying our school fees. You should be finding a job. Then when you got to the industry, it was even worse, because you send proposals, you know you're talented, and then you feel like they should be hiring me. They should be giving me an opportunity. So I think that's a lesson we learned very early on. Like, listen, people are not here for you.
If you want the ball in your court, bring the ball to your court, and you are going to have full control of it.
I just think it's so important to keep reiterating
the rigors of life and the washing machine of like things are pummeling you, you're getting back up, you're starting to breathe, you're under the water again. It can be easy to fall into that, because I actually believe it's a harder result because you're not pushing yourself forward, but it's easier to stay there because you have no responsibility when you're there. You have no responsibility. When you're a victim, you are just
everyone else is wrong. Everyone else is responsible.
Those bad people, you know, and so it takes a real sense of character to be able to pull yourself up regardless. And look, we're not saying that you're always having good days. Life is life. But that really fundamental character that pulls you through. I think you've just said so much.
That's it.
In just 24 minutes of being here.
Drop
Can I tell you what else I've noticed? You have exactly the same cell phone.
Yes,
the exactly the same cover. The exact same bulb. The exact same hoodie. But okay, the wedding rings are different.
Ino's ring is like Naming Shatile ring. And mine always makes fun of me. And
you got married first.
We got married the same year.
I don't know.
2010.
I think her style wasn't up to par at the time. So she just chose like the big ring.
No, let me
tell you. There's a joke on social media. You know what I'm gonna say. You know that, like, till death do us part.
Yes.
Mama.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I received that. You prophesied. Do you know what?
Yeah.
This ring holds such significance to me. Let me tell you.
Me and my husband, when we got married, we didn't really have a lot of money, and we went to some jewelry shop. I don't want to give free advertising anyway, so it was the cheapest one that we could get. It was $999, which is just under 1,000 rand. I have to say 999, okay? And then this ring somehow got lost for like 4 years. Yeah. And then I found it.
Wow.
Someone had stolen it, and I found somebody wearing it.
On a set.
On a set.
Come on now.
Yes, at work.
So the stylist who was supposed to put it away, like, forgot that she got it from her, and then she started wearing it at work because she thought, you know, this doesn't belong to anyone. You know what I mean? But this one day, I was trying to make a cup of coffee, and the peripheral of my eye, I saw something.
God revealed.
I was like, I need to speak to this lady. I did, and at first she was very defensive and she was upset, and then a few months later, believe it or not, yes, she came back crying, and then she said, listen, actually it's your ring. I was like, thank you. Then I said
Like,
to my
thanks,
husband,
bye.
let's pray for it and do your vows again. Put it in, just the two of us in the house though.
That's very special.
Yeah,
the
so
top's
it
the
comes a
same,
long
the
way,
haircuts
hey?
are the same, and even your husbands
Look the same. People say that. We don't see it.
Well, you've got one of the latest is it's from a few years ago, but it's
Yes.
on the top of your YouTube channel. Husbands who look alike, married twins.
Girls.
We just got that from
Totally.
people. So, but I mean, I think our taste is different. I think their personalities are very different.
so?
Yeah.
I think so.
How did you meet your husband, Millicent?
Church. Same church. We actually, my husband was her husband's friend, I think.
Yes, they were
And then
friends.
so what had happened was, guys,
Here it comes.
on Innocence Lobola Day.
Yeah.
My husband is invited. We're in the same church, but I didn't know him.
Yeah.
And then he's invited as her husband's friend, and then he's like, bride meat. My job was to collect the meat from the bride stand. This church boy, wow, he saw something different on that day. He's like, oh, actually, you know what? I want to like marry you. And then basically like,
Is that one of the first things he said to you?
yeah, he did. And then I just ignored him. And then he was giving my sister a lift club to work, and then every day you like buy me stuff and buy her
Every
stuff.
day.
And Innocent would like just enjoy the whole thing. Like, oh, you want to talk about my sister? I think we should pass at McDonald's first. So it went on for months, but we ended up getting married that same year. So we got married in 2010, both of us.
So hang on, how? So when did you meet and when did you marry? Months later.
Good question.
No, not how many months later? Maybe 3 months later.
Oh really?
Yeah,
it was wild.
And I had met my husband, like we had been together for 4 years.
Right.
The hardest time for me as twins was when she got married. That was such a long day for me. It was so depressing, and everyone was just so happy, and I was just like, make me understand this equation, because wow, we were together like all these years, like who's this guy?
And just had each other.
And just had each other, and I just felt like my world is just crumbling. And I tried to be happy, but that was a very emotional day for me.
And I'm sure it must have
Yeah.
been so challenging to
It
even try
was.
to explain that to anybody.
Even her, because she was so excited. All she could talk about
it was tough.
was hard.
It was very
No, it was
hard.
hard.
For the first
we
time, I
cried
think,
more that year than we
and
celebrated.
we fought more that year than
than
we've
ever
ever
before.
fought, like ever. Like we've been married for 13 years. I don't remember us ever being apart like we were in 2010. We just didn't get along.
wasn't a good
we
year
just
for
fought
us.
because everything I did, it was like, why, you know? And I just wanted to be happy. I was like, share
She was
about
just
myself.
my husband,
this,
my in-laws. I was
I'm
like,
sure it
girl,
was just
stop.
like, oh, I'm done with this. Like,
Really fascinating. You are individuals, and at the same time, you are this unit.
Yes.
And so I suspect that's been all your life.
Yeah.
Finding the spaces where you pull away from each other and you are yourself.
Yes.
And you have self-definition.
Yes.
And then of course you will never not be
Together.
together. Yeah.
And we just the best way I can explain being twins is like you want somebody else to be happy more than you want to be happy. So for me, it's just my sister's well-being is far more important than my own well-being. Like if somebody wanted to do anything harmful to her, I'll be like, do it to me. Like drive over me. Don't do it to my sister. So also, it's something interesting that we do in our business is that it doesn't matter who made more money. Like for instance, Millicent, I guess you have your foot more in the influencing, so sometimes her income will be far greater than mine, but we get the same salary every month. So it doesn't matter how much
us, it
income
doesn't
I
matter.
brought into the business or how much money she brought in. At the end of the day, both of our families will eat and will benefit from that.
Yeah.
So it'll be like, you know what, Sissy, for
That's
the
a
past
system
3
that
months,
works.
you have not been bringing in any money and this business has been sustaining you. No, it's not like that for us. For us, we work as a unit, and for us, like our business, all our families will never starve because her kids are my kids. So it doesn't matter. So I celebrate all her victories, all her work, because at the end of the day, yes, I benefit from it, but she also benefits from me.
Absolutely.
And it's just,
and you've had a good month this month.
thank you, Sissy. I appreciate
Your people are paying. And I think Bobby mentioned a very important point about self, because a lot of people worry about us. They're like, oh no, like, but what about you as an individual?
Yeah.
You know, your achievements, your goals, your this. Like, we're very in tune with self and being individuals. I think we had to do that. I think we would not be married if we didn't get that part out of the way. And I think we had a lot of experiences just growing up, knowing that if we're not individuals, we're just not going to make it. I think academically, school as well, everything, we had to sort of like separate for us to grow, because we realized when we stay in this twin unit, we didn't get a space to grow as individuals. We didn't know how to even fail.
Rob everyone else around us. That would be, you know, so unfortunate for your husband, because he would never experience who Millicent is.
Yes.
You know, so I guess he fell in love with Millicent because Millicent existed within
and
everything that was happening.
Absolutely, as well.
Yeah.
What were the fundamental differences, like academically or in the sports in your lives? Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Okay.
Me
Yes,
and my
Millicent.
Yes.
I'm winning.
My sister and I were always in the same grade, same grade, same class, same everything. And then I was more academically strong.
Sure.
I was doing better than Innocent. So that's why she copied everything I did. And I was fine with that. I was just like, let me finish my homework so I can give her, and she copies.
Yeah, and that became like a norm, you know?
And then that became a norm.
Yeah,
Then.
I got
And
so
I'm sure
used
a
to
problem.
Yeah. Oh no, a big problem. I mean, you know, there isn't anything that you will do in life and that you're not gonna pay for the consequences. So I failed.
Grade 8.
Yeah, it was like a good moment for us. Because I needed that. I didn't
We
know
both
then.
needed it.
We
Is
both
it?
needed
Yes.
it, yes. But
Yeah, we
then
did.
I thought it's like the biggest punishment in my life was over. In fact, my grandmother was saying, no, why don't they both repeat the grade instead? Yes, so that they can be together.
Together.
But we
Yeah.
needed that. I think that was one of the best things that
Wow.
has ever happened to us.
me.
Yeah. Because then I became myself, you know, and
She became a prefect. She flourished. I mean,
Okay.
you know,
things that Millicent couldn't have, I got to have. I got to be an individual. I got to be crazy and do what I want to do, and it didn't matter what Millicent did because she was not there.
Yes.
I was
Yes.
alone, you
Yes.
know. But yeah, that was really, really good for us.
and then she went on, and even university, obviously, because we now finished school different times. University,
years.
she was like an A student. I mean, she was getting like distinctions. As we speak now, she's got more qualifications than me. She's got her master's, just graduated from her master's degree.
So I mean,
it's
I
just
think
been nice.
being
but yeah.
able to look at it in that way is so profound. And also, if we go back to thinking about how everything kind of happens for you and for a reason, and God ordains these types of things that you then can choose. Oh, I'm a victim, or look, let me step into who I am. How incredible!
Yeah,
really
it was one
incredible.
of the best things for us.
I can
because
imagine.
that means for the rest
of your life, it's your journey. I can never literally keep up with her unless, you know, she stops. So, you know, making decisions, you know, was critical. So it happened for a reason, and we appreciate that. And I thank God, because my outlook on life, I always see it that way, based on that one failure. Every time I see a failure, I'm like, wow, this is another opportunity for me to be something greater than what I think I am.
Yeah.
You could meet your children. I'm sure your children are like, first of all, just you're so cute. But then also with this energy parenting them, I mean, they must be extraordinary.
They are. They're super talented, super confident. They like, oh my goodness, yeah. They're such beautiful children, very well behaved, and yeah, shame.
They've got
I
two
think they're
mothers.
You know what? They have such a big family. They have no
Tell me quickly. All right, so you are still with Skim Sam at the
Correct,
moment.
yes.
Tell me about what we can expect from your character over the next little while.
Oh
Innocent.
my gosh.
In the next few months, I'm actually shooting a very exciting storyline. Something they've never seen from Mustogo, so I'm really looking forward to that. Of course, we shoot ahead so very soon, but keep watching. Skim Sam, I'm really excited about it. I've always really just wanted something that's going to be different for Mustogo, because she's always been crying and depressed.
This is why I've never ever stood in for my sister. I know people believe that. People want to think that. But
especially when I disappear, because like I have disappearing acts. I'm a co-actor, so I do so many things, and they allow me to. Beautiful. And that's what I love about the place, and that's why I've been there for so long. Even when you're pregnant, people are like, "Oh no, Millie was shooting for her." Guys, I don't even know how to speak proper Spedi, but I stand in for her. I stand in for her and her work.
Presenting is easier. I mean, you just have to speak and be yourself.
Acting is easier. No, but anyway, she's never. So that's what's coming up.
Easier than presenting.
100%. No, acting is hard. They would say I must cry. I'm just gonna be like, what?
You're gonna laugh.
You look into the camera. That's what you'll do. Into the camera.
No, Millie's a fantastic actor. But anyway, so that's very exciting.
What are you working on at the moment, Millie?
So I'm still doing my show on DSTV on One Gospel called Out and About. And we're very big on the online space, creating content. YouTube page is growing massively, and we've recently started a podcast a few months ago that is bringing in like millions of views, which is amazing.
Fantastic. What about?
So our podcast is more about people's stories and what been through the most. So it's called I Have Been Through the Most. So I've been through the most podcast. So we bring in these people to just share inspiration because they've been through the most, but they have managed to overcome and conquer. So they're saying it's possible if I can go through everything that I've gone through.
Just like us,
just like us, basically, just sharing
success stories.
Success stories.
Possible.
Yeah.
So
but those people have been through a lot. I respect them.
Well, that is that for our show. I think that this has been so interesting from a human personality, character, spirituality point of view, the relationship that you have, and of course touching on what you do in the entertainment industry, but everything that you do in terms of work comes from somewhere. And I think it's just so beautiful how we started with that kernel from the that's what it is that lights you from the inside out. All right, your final thoughts as we wrap up our show.
Geez, thank you so much for having us. This was so beautiful. And I remember working as a production assistant at Evan Studios, and Bobby, you were presenting a show there, and I was like, oh, this girl is gorgeous. And it was a few years ago, and obviously you've been in the it's years ago. Say years ago. Yes, years ago. Guys,
not that many years.
It's not that many years, but you know what? I was literally just trying to get into the industry, and Bobby was gorgeous as always, so friendly. Obviously you wouldn't remember me then, but so thanks for paving the way also for people in the industry. I think you are just amazing.
Thank you very much.
And I have a lot of admiration when a person has started in production and moved into the different spaces, because that takes a lot of grit and braveness to do that as well. Thank you.
My final words: every life needs to be lived with purpose. And paved by a clear vision and propelled by every challenge or failure. So just remember that each and every day when you wake up. No. Hey, why are the prophetic is so soon? Not the book, the church.
What's listening?
Wow.
I'm out of here. See you on Monday. This is Power Lunch from Power 98.7. Thank you so much to the Centtwinz.
Thank you so much. Guys, I ordered what I was craving. The interview is done. The interview went well, but I'm so hungry. Sorry, I'm just making a weird face. I'm trying to get myself in focus there. I feel like now I'm in focus. So the interview did go very well. Very, very well. I think because we speak so much, we talk, and there you talk a lot. Unlike most of radio interviews, like they have a lot of music. She was not in between disturbing us. She was just like using a phone call. Anyway, guys, we'll see you now when we receive our food. My very low phone ringing. Yes, this is where we do our nails, you guys. Support our girl. That is her numbers. And just finished doing her nails. Sorry we didn't show you the process. Say hi, Millilicious.
Show your nails also.
And there's my nails. We're wearing black and white dresses today. We are MCing, so these are going to be perfect. Hey, Millie. Hey, Millie. Hey, Millie.
Oh, guys,
we are so pretty. Like I don't know another set of twins who
let's
look
move
like
closer to the light. There you go. Let's.
You look so cute. You look cute, Sissy.
Thank you. You also look cute. So we are ready, and we are now off to Midrand at the BMW X Drive, and this is not an apron. Stop calling it an apron. This way we're doing our hair, opulent beauty, baby. So today we have Italian curls.
Oh!
Oh my gosh! We have Italian. Yeah, last time we had Malaysian curls. Honey, we're gonna finish all the way from
Italy, honey.
They're not from Italy, but they're Italian.
It's Italian. Okay.
So, and then it's how many inch? You know when you ask the details after, honey? 24-inch curls, Italian curls from Opulence, guys. A whole full frontal. And you know what? Today we decided not to do baby hairs because we are like, we just want to be unpredictable.
We are the babies in the hair today. It's all natural.
Whatever that means.
Done with our hair and we're on our way to the next location.
Millicent! Yes, Sissy! That's for you, Sissy! Innocent! Okay. Innocent certificate.
You better
You are so kind.
You better
Recognize the name.
This is nice. Feels like it's a Bible in here.
A big one.
You're on the cover. It has twins on the cover.
It has twins on, not just one, but two.